Charles Payne, host of Making Money on Fox Businesses here. Charles, we have an economy that's sagging, inflation that's raging, and an American people who are in pain, regardless of how you look at it.
Yeah, and listen, the White House is really hurting themselves tremendously by telling people, don't worry about how you feel. This is how you're supposed to feel. I think Jared Bernstein was half right, though. Yeah, we have the headwinds of inflation, but we don't have those tailwinds he's talking about. You know, that strong consumer, that consumer spending number, I'm still going through the historic data. I didn't get back to where it was. Last quarter at 1.8%, that was the lowest since the fourth quarter of 2019. Business investments, not what it was, and it's coming down really dramatically. And I got to tell you, Dagan, we are going to get a jobs report real soon in the next month or two. That's going to be dramatic. It's going to fall off of a cliff because all the signs are there. The tick up in initial jobless claims and some of these other reports, it's right there. And as far as the unemployment rate, let's stop using that. When people drop out of the labor force and the unemployment rate goes down, that does not reflect a healthy jobs market. In fact, just the opposite. You know what's ironic? In this last jobs report, no one wanted to talk about the fact that 250,000 black Americans dropped out the labor force and 166,000 lost their jobs. Real people in this economy are getting crushed at this very moment, and we need real answers. No more public relations, accept what's happening so maybe we can deal with it.
Kevin Hassett this morning said, stop the propaganda coming out of the White House. And the Biden administration, of course, working all week to redefine what a recession is, downplay it. Fed Chief Jay Powell yesterday said this.
So the Fed doesn't make a judgment on that. You know, we don't say there is now a recession, that kind of thing. So that if you think about what a recession really is, it's a broad-based decline across many industries that that's sustained for more than a couple of months. And what we have right now doesn't seem like that. And
the clown car of spin is chock full of them. Listen to this.
How worried should Americans be that we could be in a recession?
We're not going to be in a recession.
This is not an economy that's in recession.
We're not in a recession or in a pre-recession at this time.
The data over the second quarter is not consistent with an economy in recession.
The evidence is strong. We're not in a recessionary period. And
if things are going so great, though, then why is it the White House officials are trying to redefine recession?
No, we're not redefining recession.
There's an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal calling out the semantics with a headline, a recession by any other name.
Yeah.
And it says this, quote, the Biden administration appears to be preparing for a recession, or rather for news of one, rather than tackling the underlying economic problems. The White House is playing word games. I call it a sentence goulash that they keep putting together.
Again, it's unfortunate. One of the clips, someone said that the second quarter data doesn't suggest we're in a recession. It actually suggests we're in a depression. Dagan, new home sales came out 2 days ago. Average home prices are down over $100,000 in just 2 months from April to June. Almost every economic data point that came out, it didn't miss. Most of these things didn't just simply miss Wall Street consensus. They missed by a country mile. I would be very, very afraid about, worrying too much about this recession talk. Because a lot of folks are going to soon be talking about depression talk. Let's figure out how to fix it. And by the way, stoking this thing with more money is how we got here in the first place. They need to stop forgetting about these so-called political wins ahead of the midterm elections and have a win for all of Americans once and for all.
Charles, the win comes in the form of, again, it reduces our standard of living. It eats into our wages. We're fighting inflation. Real incomes are down 12% from a year ago. I think that's the biggest drop on record, according to Stephanie Pomboy. And what the Democrats have done, and even some Republicans, is with this CHIPS bill that 17 Republicans signed on to, and then this Manchin-Schumer spending package, you combine those two, that is more than $700 billion, and I'm being conservative, $700 billion in additional spending. So what the Democrats and some Republicans are doing is spending money at a time which makes the fight against inflation harder for the Federal Reserve and which will exacerbate this recession that we're already in.
I gotta tell you, it looks like Mitch McConnell got played big time. All these Republicans who went in thinking, okay, we can vote on corporate welfare because reconciliation's off the table, tax hikes are off the table, and less than 24 hours after they, said okay to that, then we get Senator Manchin making his flip-flop. You wonder how much of this was already orchestrated, but they really look real dumb right now, the Republicans who voted for this. And I got to tell you, it just doesn't work. I mean, unfortunately, we're finding out the hard way that this free money policies don't work, and I wish they would all stop.
17 Republicans voted for that semiconductor enrichment. Only 2 of them are up for re-election in November. It kind of tells you the pickle that the other 15 have put Republicans in. I'm going to ask Tom Cotton, the senator, about whether Mitch McConnell did get conned, whether Mitch McConnell did get duped. Charles Payne, thank you so much.
Okay.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.